Is that a raccoon?
It's actually a red panda. It's one of the many animals that have been added to the endangered list. More than 40% of the animals on Earth have been added to this list.
Here are 3 facts about the red panda. 2 of the red panda's predators are snow leopards and martens. Because the red panda is an acrobatic animal, it is able to jump from limb to limb on trees.
98% of the red panda's diet is bamboo.
I prefer bamboo.
Here's a video from ABC News about endangered red pandas.
Well, now we're going to introduce you to one of the most adorable creatures in the world and one of the most endangered. But why the red panda is disappearing is a mystery, with clues that stretch from Tennessee to the Himalayan mountains, which is where ABC's Dan Harris takes us into the wild.
When the children press their noses up to the glass, captivated by these adorable, exotic little red panda cubs, they are staring into the face of a mystery. Why is this animal, which once roamed vast regions of the earth, now on the brink of extinction? And could the answer save these creatures before they're gone forever? Our search for clues took us to the other side of the world, to the small sliver of the planet where red pandas can still be found in the wild. These are the foothills of the Himalayan mountains, Darjeeling, India. This crowded, chaotic city is best known for growing some of the world's finest tea. What's up, guys? What's going on? But even though this is the red panda's natural habitat, a zoo is still the best chance to see one face to face.
It's a very elusive animal. You don't see it in the wild. It's very rare.
This zoo is one of the most successful red panda breeding centers in the world. They've teamed up a male and a female, hoping they'll make a love connection. And maybe someday those offspring can be returned to the wild. But even if this particular matchmaking attempt is successful, zookeepers here are very worried about what they call the red panda curse. They look right at you.
Yes. Because of this cute-looking face and their loving nature, hundreds of animals have been taken overseas.
So they're cursed by their looks.
Yes.
Here comes one. In fact, when these animals were first discovered in the early 1800s, a full 50 years before the giant black and white panda, by the way, they were a must-have accessory of the Victorian age. Yeah, unfortunately, you can see why people would want them as a pet. As far as we know, the only place the red panda lives in the wild is here in the region around the Himalayan mountains. However, recently, and for reasons that scientists do not fully understand yet, evidence of the red panda has surfaced in a very surprising place. Here in the foothills of another mountain range, the Blue Ridge Mountains of Tennessee.
Needless to say, I was not expecting a red panda.
Stephen Wallace and his team here at the Gray Fossil Site have unearthed prehistoric turtles, saber-toothed cats, and pot-bellied rhinos,
There's that
but nothing prepared them for the single tooth that was dug up several years ago.
This is the best sample of fossil red pandas anywhere. And we've just gotten started.
It's the shape and size of that tooth that links this 4 to 7 million year old red panda with the ones living today a world away.
They were much more widespread at one time. So
Wallace says the Tennessee red panda was probably much larger, about the size of a mountain lion in fact, and thrived in the thick forests once found here. So why did they disappear? One theory, raccoons moved in and started competing for the same food.
understanding why fossil red pandas were so much more successful and so much more widespread than pandas today can be very beneficial to actually protecting them and ensuring that they'll be here for future generations.
They're pretty curious.
Yes.
But back in the Himalayan foothills, red pandas face threats more urgent than evolution or natural selection. Poachers can get a lot of money for selling red panda body parts, and in some parts of China, these bushy tails are even considered good luck charms for wedding ceremonies. The luck of the red panda is running out fast. Conservationists believe there are less than 10,000 left in the wild, which makes the matchmaking happening in this cage in India even more critical, as this adorable creature, haunted by its good looks, fights for its very survival. For Nightline, this is Dan Harris in Darjeeling, India.